assassinated. I don't say this to tell you, I'm the smart guy. The single most important relationship for us to get right in the next 5 years is the U.S.-Pakistani relationship. Because, ladies and gentlemen, although most Americans do not realize, you always hear the statistics, the second largest Muslim country in the world and all those things. They're statistics. The reality is, the vast majority of the Pakistani people are Democrats with a small d. But a sizable minority have been radicalized. It's a reality. It's a reality. It's in single digits, but it's a reality. Pakistan is the only country in the world with nuclear weapons that in fact has a portion of their population and an area of their geography they're not in control of. That's a reality. Because everything we've done the last 30 years, Democrat and Republican, has been, we will help you if you do the following things. That's what I mean by transactional. We will help your military if your military does this. We will help you economically if you do that. And then, once that transaction is finished, like the Soviets driven out of Afghanistan, we go, okay, nice being with you. And we walk away. It's true. It is true. Now here's the deal. It is in the overwhelming interest of our country, the United States of America, that's relationship change. From a relationship based on a personality to a relationship based on a people. Here's my proposal, which is going to pass. It will become law, regardless whether anyone has figured it out yet. And it's this. I think we should state very clearly, and as an old American expression goes, put our money where our mouth is. We should change the relationship to say, my relationship as the United States of America is with the people of Pakistan, and to demonstrate, let me finish, please do not clap, is because I want you to understand the detail. Like I said at the beginning, the only time anyone gets in trouble is that they turn out to be something different than they advertise themselves to be, or different than you thought he was. I want to make no bones about where I am, and even if you oppose me, I will not change my view. Period. And here's what it says. It says that we have to demonstrate to the people of Pakistan this relationship is long-term and unconditional. That's why I propose, and it will pass, $1.5 billion a year in economic aid to the people of Pakistan for the next 10 years, period. Not conditioned on anything. As long as they have a democracy as imperfect or as perfect as it might be. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the problem has been, are we there to stay? Are we only there when we need the people of Pakistan? So I want to make it clear to you. The military, Kiani, may or may not do something rational or irrational. Don't come to me and say cut off economic aid because he has done something. And shame on the United States that at this moment we fail to take advantage of the opportunity of promoting the possibility of an imperfect coalition succeeding in terms of continued economic growth and showing to the people of Pakistan they can deliver something.
But yes, I believe most of my colleagues will follow what I've suggested to provide a democracy dividend of $1 billion to help get the economy going again and deal with infrastructure and education. I propose that we not base our policy on an individual, but on the Pakistani people, and make it clear that unconditionally we're prepared to provide $1.5 billion a year in economic aid to Pakistan. And thirdly, I think we should make it very clear that any military aid be what we call transparent, that we're able to have it accounted for, exactly how it's being used, what it's being used for. And I think that's what the United States should, the message to the people of Pakistan is, we are no longer going to support you merely based on a single thing we want. We're going to support you just like we support other nations that are allies who have difficulties. Nations like Turkey going through a court crisis right now. Nations like Great Britain and France who have had their own problems. And so the point here is that you have to assume, and if this doesn't work, nothing matters. You have to assume that the present coalition government over the next months and 2 years of the next election is going to result in another peaceful transition of another elected Pakistani government. And if that doesn't work, then none of this matters.
Thank you.
Dynamic. I visited and aware of some companies owned by Pakistani Americans dealing with technology. Certainly Pakistani doctors are renowned for their research, their ownership of practices, their outreach to communities that are underserved, the hospitals that they have opened. They are clearly a community to be reckoned with. Certainly, they are some of the best educated. They're entrepreneurs. In all of our communities, they are well known as very astute business persons. We are proud of the contributions of the Pakistani American community. That's why the Pakistan Caucus of the United States Congress was organized, through their leadership and through their energy. And I think because of that, we will see better friendship between the United States and Pakistan.
I think that the United States needs to really revisit how our Pakistani-American relationship, when it comes to security, when it comes to economic development, when it comes to a whole host of issues. I think we have got to support institutions in Pakistan, not just individuals. That's something that I agree with. You know, I think one of our mistakes over the years has been that we've supported individual leaders, but we haven't supported institutions to help strengthen them. And, you know, so I was very happy to meet the Speaker of the House of Parliament, one of the first woman speaker in the Muslim world, I believe, but also other leaders are very, as you know, Pakistani politics are very vibrant and active, and so it was great to be there. But I'll tell you that I think that our relationship needs to mature, and it needs to be much more of a peer-to-peer relationship. And I think over time we can get there, but it will depend upon an active Pakistani-American community insisting that the relationship be more mutually beneficial.
सफीर पाकिस्तान।
नाज़रीन, तो आपने देखी ये इम्पॉर्टेंट रिपोर्ट, अपने स्पीच सुनी जो बाइडन की, जो अब वाइस प्रेसिडेंट यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका के, और यानी कि प्रेसिडेंट वाइस प्रेसिडेंट बनने से पहले इन्होंने एक खुसूसी दौरा किया पाकिस्तान का। और मैं समझता हूँ कि पाकिस्तान की बड़ी खुशकिस्मती है कि यहाँ की पॉलिटिशियन, यहाँ के सेनेटर, कांग्रेसमैन पाकिस्तान के बारे में दिलचस्पी ले रहे हैं। और जैसे कि शरफ अली बाका ने खुल कर कहा है कि आप डिक लूगर और जो बाइडन की रिपोर्ट को सपोर्ट करें और ख़त लिखें कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट मिले विदाउट एनी कंडीशंस। नाज़रीन, तो आप देख रहे थे अपना पसंदीदा प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान, आपकी आवाज़ और आपकी पहचान, राब्तों का एक नाम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान। सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के संग संग चलिए, इसमें शामिल हो जाइए एज ए वीडियोग्राफर, एज ए प्रोड्यूसर, राइटर, poet. This is your platform, this is your voice, and this is one and only your voice reaching out all over the world. तो इंशाल्लाह बहुत जल्द ये प्रोग्राम पाकिस्तान में भी शुरू होने वाला है, ताकि आपके व्यूज़, आपके ख्यालात, आपकी सोच, आपकी फ़िक्र पाकिस्तान में भी पहुंच सके। अगर आप मेरे इस प्रोग्राम को सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं पाकिस्तान के, तो आज ही मुझसे रब्ता करें। मेरा नंबर और मेरा ईमेल लिख रहे हैं। तो नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वकील खान आपसे इजाज़त चाहेगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।